Dear viewers, if you have to deal with anyone, the trust becomes the most important part of this dealing. You wouldn't like to deal with anyone whom you cannot trust. How can this equation be something different if you have to deal with a financial planner? When you meet a financial planner, the question that always lingers in your mind is, how can I trust this financial planner? If this is the question that is there in your mind, I am going to take you through step-by-step process how you can find trust and how you can make sure that you are dealing with the right person. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, investment consultant and a financial planner.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
There was a time when people used to deal with financial planners or advisors or consultants in their hometown. But that's not possible these days most of the times. You may not find a right financial planner, or you could be in some other part of the world. A lot of problems could exist. These days, mostly people deal with people via internet. You meet somebody on the internet through a YouTube or through a website or some other medium, and you decide to deal with them. When you decide to deal with a financial planner, obviously you will be doing your due diligence. Due diligence is, who is he, what's the address, what qualifications he has, what kind of thoughts that he is sharing with us through the YouTube or any other social media platform. Once you zero in on the financial planner, then you contact him and you think, I can deal with this financial planner. The only thing which stands between you and that financial planner is the issue of trust. How will I trust a person whom I have met over the internet? How can I build trust? How can I trust that person that my money is safe? How can I trust that person for my future to be safe? This is a very logical question that could be there in your mind. How to solve this particular problem? Unless you solve this issue, your dealings will not go the normal way. Now I'll tell you the step-by-step process how you can, through a process of questioning or elimination or through the checklist, you can find out whether you are dealing with a trustworthy person or not. When you deal with a financial planner, and if you are trying to establish trust, here are some of the things you should check before you decide to deal with him. Number one, who controls your money? The money that you are going to invest under the guidance of the financial planner, is it given to him? He manages your money and then he returns the money to you, or he invests this money in your name and you have control over this money. This aspect has to be checked. If somebody says, okay, you park this money with me and I will manage this money, and at the end of 6 months, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, whatever the thing, the profits belong to you. In that case, this is not a trustworthy relationship at all. Whenever you deal with a financial planner, understand that it is your hard-earned money. The financial planner brings to the table his experience, his knowledge of the subject, but he can't be touching your money. The money should be invested in your name. The ownership of any investment that you make under the guidance of this financial planner should be there under your control. It should be in your name at every point of time. The next question that you have to ask is, when I invest this money with the help of this financial planner, do I have an access to my account? Can I see what's happening in my account? Where is the money which is being invested? Should I depend on that person all the time to give you the statements, or do you have a 24/7 access? Do you have a user ID and password to check where your investments are? If you have an access to your investment 24/7 and you can see, it means that the investments are done with full transparency. You are under control to see where is your money is being parked. It should never get into a black box where you don't know what's happening, where the money is. If that is the case, then it's best that you avoid such persons for managing your money. The next point that you have to keep in mind is, during your interaction with the financial planner, ask them the questions. whatever the question that comes to your mind, don't keep it inside. Ask these people, this is my question, what's your answer for this? These could be the questions that you ask out of ignorance. These could be the questions you deliberately ask to find out an answer from the financial planner. Irrespective of the reason that you are asking the question, the financial planner should be in a position to give you very, very logical answers. It should not be an answer to sell something forcefully, rather you can get a proper answer. Let me explain this point with the help of an example now. Now suppose if you want to buy an insurance, okay, you ask him, how much insurance should I buy? The question is whether you should buy 1 crore insurance or 2 crore insurance, or whether you should buy a critical illness cover, or whether you should buy an accident cover. The financial planner should be in a position to tell you why you should have so much of an insurance, and he should back it up with proper arguments. For example, if you are a 40-year-old person and if you are earning, let's say, 2 lakh rupees per month or about 24 lakhs per year, the financial planner could explain to you, look, this is your annual income, and as per the financial planning principles, you should be having so many times of your annual earnings as the insurance cover that you should have, or this is the number of years earnings that you should have as a critical illness cover. So every decision the financial planner makes or talks to you should be backed up with a logical answers. If you don't get proper answers for your questions, then it's not a trustworthy relationship. Every question that you ask, you should get a satisfactory answer. There could be circumstances where you might be asking him some questions, he may not have the requisite information on that. That's perfectly fine, but he can always tell you, look, I need to check back on this, I need to study this, and I have to come back on this. But whatever he says, if you feel he is giving you the satisfactory answer, probably there's a good chance that you can trust that person and you can move ahead on that. Now that you have been dealing with a financial planner and you have moved on with your discussions, a stage will come where he makes his recommendation to you. You need to be doing this, you must be doing this particular thing, you should avoid this, or he makes a concrete proposals for you. You buy this, you buy this, you buy this. See whether he gives you the official brochures of the plan. One of the things that I have seen in the marketplace or people do is they try to give illustrations which are not mandated as per the regulator. Let's say if you have to buy some insurance plan or something else, regulator has mandated the illustrations have to be given in a specific format. Many a time the unscrupulous elements will give their own type of illustrations. So they make assumptions of their own, they create a sales material of their own. No, that will not work. When the recommendations are made, the person who is trying to sell you this particular product has to give you the official illustration, has to give you the official brochures. These brochures are printed by the specific companies. If it is an insurance company or a pension company, you can see these brochures, and at the end of the brochures the numbers are mentioned that these have been registered at proper places. This is as per the official version. If you are dealing in a mutual fund, you can check the fact sheets of the mutual fund. You can go to the websites of the companies and see what these funds are, and all these official information have to be provided by your financial planner at the time of dealing. If he refuses to give you this official information or official brochures and tries to give you something of his own, then there is a trust issue which gets involved in this. So next time when you are dealing with your financial planner, don't forget to ask them the official brochure, just in case if they don't provide you one. I can tell you for sure, every trustworthy financial planner will make sure that he gives you the official brochures of the products that he might recommend for you. So like this, you can adopt your own techniques to find out whether the person whom you are dealing with is trustworthy or not. You can check the YouTube videos that they would have produced. You could go through the thought processes that they are showcasing in those videos. Are you in agreement with that? Or is that something it looks like is more sales oriented rather than a proper approach to financial planning? And most importantly, during the course of your dealing with these persons, ask your internal voice. Am I connecting with this individual properly? Is he giving you positive vibes about the business that he is dealing in? If your internal voice says, yes, I am dealing with a nice person, a good person, a trustworthy person, a knowledgeable person, you should not be hesitating to move forward on this. Even here, I can tell you one another step that can be involved in between. That step is, if you have decided immediately face to face, then you can slow down a bit and you can ask for a time. Let's say that I want a couple of days time, or maybe a week's time, maybe 10 days time to revert back to you. But make sure once you take time from him to inform them at the end of the stipulated period what is your decision going to be like. Don't make them wait for long periods of time for a revert from your side. If your internal voice says, yes, we can do it, please proceed in this direction. It's just not with respect to dealing with a financial planner. I always tell my clients or prospects or anybody who meets me or during any investor education program, the best friend in your life is your common sense. This common sense will never let you down. Ask this question with your common sense. Am I doing a right thing or not? If your common sense says, yes, you are taking the right steps, then you should not hesitate. The only time the common sense will not give you company is when you are overwhelmed by emotions. If you are overwhelmed by emotions, the common sense takes a back seat. How do we solve this particular problem? Emotions are not long lasting. Emotions are always spontaneous. After some time, the emotions will come down, whether it's the emotion of happiness, emotion of sadness, over a period of time that will subside. But common sense will always be there with you. So if you are overwhelmed by an emotion, it's best you take time, let emotions subside. You see whether you carry the same kind of a feeling after a couple of days, then probably it's time that you can trust your financial planner and move ahead on that. This brings to me one important question. What kind of a financial planner should you be dealing with? An ideal financial planner is somebody who is smart, somebody who is knowledgeable, somebody who is efficient. This is the professional side of the financial planner, that he should know his job, he should do his job diligently in a right way. The other side is the qualitative approach. The qualitative approach is, does he answer your call? Is he accessible to you? Is a man of integrity? How many people are dealing with him? Do you know him? Did you get introduced to him from one of your friend or colleagues to him? If you are not dealing with a man of integrity, then your money, your future is at risk. Integrity is the most important character any financial planner or any person should exhibit at all points of time. I always keep telling people, the world never suffers because of the ordinary people. The world suffers because of intelligent people. The world suffers from those intelligent people who are perverted. If the intelligent persons become perverted, you don't have the means to counteract them. So it's very essential that the integrity aspect, what we call the trust, should be the accompanying factor along with the competency and the certificates and all other aspects you are looking for. Now that your engagement with the financial planner for the initial discussions are over, an opinion has been formed in your mind. If you are not comfortable, if you feel that you are not getting the required answers, if you get a feel that he is trying to be pushy and it does not convince you, you have every right to reject the person. You don't have to do any transactions out of any particular compulsions on that. So this is one option in front of you. But if you decide to deal with him, how can you deal with him? There are two methods I can think of. One, you trust him completely and accept all the suggestions and move ahead as per his advice. But this is a rare chance that such a thing will happen. It can happen if you know about this person for many years. One of your relative, one of your friend or one of your colleagues has been dealing with this financial planner and his reputation is well established in the town. There are many people who are dealing with it. In such a case, you can take a plunge, but rarely this kind of a situation exists. So instead of doing all things in one stroke, it's better you take small steps. Maybe you can take the full plan from him and you can ask him, Can we do it in a step by step manner? Can we start small and scale it up over a period of time? This looks to be the most suitable thing that you can do if you decide to work with that particular financial planner. Even for many of my clients say, when they talk to me, many a times they get very much impressed and they want to do all the things in one stroke. I myself will slow them down. I'll tell them it's fine to get impressed, but let's do things at a slightly slower pace. Let's not try to do all things in one place. You may change your mind later on, or there could be information that is missing in our discussion. Probably you later come to know about it. Instead of that, why not we move one step at a time? So take baby steps, or take step by step process, or move one step at a time. That should be the logical step for you to deal when you are dealing with a financial planner. Dear viewers, I would like to hear from you. You could have been dealing with a financial planner all these days, or you could have come in contact with some financial planner. What has been your experience of dealing with them? How did they deal with you? How did you establish your trust? What has been your experience? Please comment below and let me know your views on this. Dear viewers, in this episode, through these logical arguments, if I have helped you to build trust with your financial planner, please like this video. If you are a person who is watching this channel for the first time, or if you are yet to subscribe for this channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I shall be back with you with yet another topic in yet another video very soon.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.